constant challenge to be relevant to the user is one that everybody faces in whatever organization that you're in. But I think it's particularly important for news organizations now that users have so many more options for their attention. And at the end of the day, everyone's looking for their attention, whether you're a newspaper, a website, digital native, you're a radio, or you're a newspaper. You're actually looking for the attention of your user. And the reality is that they've got so many more choices. I always used to kind of joke that newspapers used to compete with newspapers and broadcasters with broadcasters, and the reality is that they're all competing with each other, but Candy Crush is winning, right? So I think that shows how difficult it is to stay relevant and how to get the attention of the user in the appropriate way. So the user behavior, I think, is obvious, right? Everybody's on their mobile phone. But the user expectation, I think, is the almost more challenging. Users expect everything instantly. And so that's why we built AMP as an open source initiative to try and to make the mobile web be lightning fast.
What advantages for user do you expect coming from the
Well, we hope from the product development stuff that there are user-facing product ideas that we develop with the news industry. So the first one that we have publicly talked about is the Accelerated Mobile Pages project, or known as AMP. And what that does is try to come up with an open source format for publishing on the mobile web that will be lightning fast for users, therefore a really good user benefit, but also have enough of the kind of business elements like monetization, analytics, ads, that is useful for publishers as well. So I think our relationship with the user is probably our most important one and the most precious one, and that's why we get into user data and we are very, very careful about how we use it. We're very transparent. I mean, you can go into the user dashboard and see how we use our data. You can take your data away, you can stop stuff. So again, I think this is about making sure that the user is in control and knows that they're in control and feels that they're in control.
and its peak, I would say.
Yeah.
What is for you like the best form of advertising?
I think that's very hard to say. I think that ideally you would have the best ad that's the most relevant ad at the time that it's relevant for you. I think that's the simplistic element to it. But I think if you look at the macro elements around mobile advertising, what you see is that actually the advertising budgets haven't shifted to where the attention is. We're all on our mobile phones, but the advertising budgets haven't reflected that yet. And I think to be fair, I'm not sure that the mobile ad formats have really innovated and reflect the power of what they can do. So I think we're very, very much in the early stages of this, and I actually look forward to the kind of the innovations that people will develop as we go forward.